Hey everyone, welcome to my 45-minute Vinyasa flow yoga class. My name is Corinne and I'm looking forward to the next 45 minutes with you. So let's get started. We'll begin by finding a comfortable place on your mat. So just find a place where you can sit and really feel yourself begin to ground into your mat, into the earth, and just take an opportunity to focus and center within. Hands down on your knees means we're more focusing on centering inside, a little more grounding. And our hands flipped open is more open to receiving. So just take a moment and an opportunity to settle in. We use this opportunity in yoga to set our intentions for our practice. Noticing and recognizing what you brought with you to your mat today, and just acknowledging it without any judgment. Feel your belly rise and fall in its natural state without any effort. Beautiful. On your next inhale, take a nice deep breath in. Pull it all the way in through your nose. Feel your belly expand, opening up your rib cage and all the way up to your collarbone. Then pause at the top and then exhale all out through your mouth. Let it all go. Beautiful job. Let's take that again. So pull everything in through your nose. Pause at the top and then exhale out through your mouth. Beautiful. Let's take that one last time. Pull it all the way in through your nose. Deep breath in. And then exhale out through your mouth. Excellent. This time, seal your lips. Take that same deep breath in through your nose. Pull it all the way in. Feel your rib cage expanding all the way up to your collarbone. This time, exhale out through your nose. You should feel a forceful constriction in the back of your throat. That's your Ujjayi Pranayama breath. We use our Ujjayi Pranayama breath while we move throughout our practice to maintain heat and energy flow just by breathing. So let's take that again. Pull it all the way in through your nose, and exhale out through your nose. Excellent. One last time. Pull it all the way in. And then exhale out through your nose. Beautiful. That's our Ujjayi Pranayama breath. Let's begin to transition into tabletop. So for tabletop, just like a scaredy cat, we're going to move into cat and cow. So move into cat just by arching your back, just like a scaredy cat. And then begin to toggle into cow, where you drop your belly, your chin is up. Take a few of these at your own pace. So we're taking cat and cow just to warm up, beginning to connect that breath with movement. Rounding your back, toggling between. Take these at your own pace. Don't worry about how fast or slow someone else is going here. You really want to get into your own body and connect breath with movement. Excellent. And on your next inhale, let's take a deep breath and open up on the right. So gazing past your fingertips. Really feel your right side body stretch. And then as you exhale, thread the needle underneath your left arm. And feel your shoulder blades open up. Pausing here for a moment or two. And then go ahead and open all the way way back up. Checking on your range of motion the second time around, and then begin to place your hand back down on your mat. Let's take the same thing on the left. So inhale, reach your left arm nice and high towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, thread the needle underneath your right arm, opening up your left shoulder blade. Beautiful. Go ahead and pull your left arm out, opening it all the way back up again. And then begin to place your left hand down on your mat to meet your other hand. Beautiful. Begin to walk your hands out towards the top of your mat. And then go ahead and tuck your toes and shift your hips up into your first inverted V or downward facing dog of our practice. Go ahead and pedal out the backs of your feet, walking your dog. And breathe that Ujjayi breath in downward facing dog. See how far you can place your heels down to the mat. Inhale and look up between your hands and walk your feet to travel towards the top of your mat to meet your hands. Inhale, lift halfway up, lengthen and look out. Your crown is long. And then exhale, forward fold all the way down as you gaze past your knees here. Bring your heart to your thighs and gazing past your knees. And then inhale as you come all the way up to rise to standing. Gaze past your fingertips. Place your palms together and bring your hands to heart center. Samasthiti. Well done. Okay, so let's walk through our first flow. For our first flow, we're going to inhale, reach your arms nice and tall, catch your left wrist, and push your left hip out as you lean over for half moon. Beautiful. Come back to center. Lift those heels. Take a quick balancing posture here. Balance is different every single day. And then bring your heels down, catch your other wrist, push your right hip out, and leaning over to the left. Good. Come back to center. Take a baby back bend, and then exhale as you forward fold all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway, and then as you exhale, plant your hands outside your feet and step back into the top of a push-up or plank. Begin to lower yourself down to the bottom of a push-up and then roll to the tops of your toes and push up for upward facing dog. And then tuck your toes, shift your hips back, downward facing dog. You'll reset here for 3 Ujjayi breaths. Good. Inhale, look up. Step, jump, or hop your feet to the top of the mat. Lift up halfway, and exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Reach your arms tall, palms together, hands to heart center, Samasthiti. Let's take that again, reaching all the way up. Catch your left wrist and push over. Good. Coming back to center, lift your heels. And then coming down, catch your other wrist and over to the other side. Beautiful. Back to center here. Shine your heart. Take that baby back bend. And then exhale, swan dive all the way down. Lift up halfway. Bring your hands to shins. And then exhale, place your hands outside your feet. Step back to the top of a push-up and take your chaturanga or vinyasa flow. So roll to the tops of your toes, come up, tuck your toes, back to downward facing dog. Reset yourself here for those 3 Ujjayi breaths. If your chaturanga sequence or vinyasa flow becomes too much throughout your practice, just go straight to downward dog. Inhale, look up in between your hands. Walk your hands to meet your feet to meet the top of your hands, and lift halfway, hands to shins. And then exhale, fold. fold all the way down. And then inhale as you come all the way up to standing, palms together, hands to heart center, Samasthiti. Let's take that again. Reach it all the way up. Catch your left wrist and over. Good. Coming back to center. Lift those heels. And coming back down, push over to the other side. Beautiful. Back to center. Baby back bend. Take your swan dive forward all the way down. Lift up halfway, and then plant your hands outside your feet. Step back and take your Vinyasa flow. Remember, optional, downward facing dog right here. You'll reset yourself again for 3 Ujjayi breaths in downward facing dog. And then inhale, look up. Step, jump, or hop your feet, top of the mat. Lift halfway. And exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Reach those palms tall. Place your palms together, hands to heart center. This is our last round. Reach up tall. Catch your wrist and push your hip out and over. Good, come back to center. Lift those heels. Take a quick balance posture. And then come on down, back over to the other side. Beautiful. Back to center. Take that baby back bend if it feels good. If it doesn't feel good, leave it out. Swan dive all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step back. Take your chaturanga, Vinyasa flow. So lower down, come on up, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Reset for 3 Ujjayi breaths. Inhale, look up, step, jump, or hop, top of the mat. Lift up halfway, exhale, forward fold, and inhale, bring yourself all the way back up to standing, hands to heart center, Samasthiti. Well done. Let's go ahead and sink into chair pose. So for chair pose, your feet are placed together. If you need to separate them just a little bit to make it easier on your hips, that's absolutely fine. So for chair pose, reach your arms up high, tuck your tailbone in. You don't want your bum to be out for chair pose. Feel your legs engaged, gaze past your fingertips. From chair pose, we're just gonna open it up. So twist and open it up to the right. Beautiful. Stay low, come back to center, and open it up to the left. Beautiful. Come back to center here, straighten your legs, and swan dive forward all the way down. When you get there, place your left hand down and peel all the way open on the right, gazing past your fingertips, bending into that left knee a little bit. Good. Now place your right hand back down and open it up on the left. Same thing. Feel the stretch in your hips. And then place your left hand down, lifting up halfway, lengthen, look out. Exhale, place your hands outside your feet, step back, take your Vinyasa flow. Come up, tuck your toes, and downward facing dog. This time from downward facing dog, inhale and lift your right leg nice and high towards the ceiling or the sky if you're outside. And then begin to pull your knee into your opposite elbow and just pause there for a moment, engaging your core. And then tap your other elbow before you kick your right leg back up. Beautiful. Now plant your right foot between your hands. Stay low here. Leave your left hand down and peel open on the right, getting into your hips for dragonfly twist. Gazing past your fingertips. Beautiful. Really getting into your hips here in this flow. Now watch me. Just take a little walk to turn yourself around to the back of your mat. When you get there, place your left arm behind you, your right arm is raised, and you're gazing over your left shoulder for revolved crescent. Beautiful. Now plant that back foot and sink into warrior two. Breathing with your Ujjayi breath throughout the whole practice. And then catch your left wrist, straighten your left leg, pull back for sky archer, really feeling that stretch all along the left side. And then windmill your hands down, step back, and take your vinyasa. Lower down, come up, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. So now every time you're facing the back of your mat, you'll start with your left leg. So inhale here, lift your left leg nice and high, and take that knee to opposite elbow, then the other elbow, and then kick it back up. Beautiful. Plant your left foot in between your hands. This time leave your right hand down and peel it open on the left, gazing past your fingertips. Really getting into your hips now on the left side. Beautiful. Let's take that yogi stroll again. So just walk yourself to turn yourself around. When you get there, come up to revolved crescent on the other side. So this time your right arm is behind you. Your left arm is raised, and you're gazing over your shoulder. Beautiful. Now plant your back foot and sink into warrior two. Catch your right wrist, pull it all the way back, and then wiggle your hands down, step back, and take your chaturanga flow. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog again. This is where you will reset again for those 3 ujjayi breaths. Good. Inhale, look up. Step, jump, or hop your feet to the top of your mat. Lift up halfway here, and then as you exhale, sink to your hips and come right back to chair. So let's take that from the top. Open it up to the right. Good. Come back to center and open it up to the left. Beautiful. Back to center. Straighten your legs. Swan dive down. Left hand stays planted, peeling open on the right, gazing past your fingertips. Good. Right hand comes down, peel open on the left. Left hand comes down, lift up halfway, plant those hands, step back, take your vinyasa. Remember, optional downward facing dog. So we meet again in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift that right leg nice and high. Knee to opposite elbow, then the other elbow, 2-point touch before you kick it back up. Plant your right foot between your hands. Left hand stays down. Peel it open for dragonfly twist. We release so much emotion in our hips. We store a lot in our hips. So let's take that yogi stroll. Turn yourself around to the back of your mat. Come up. Left hand behind you. Right arm is raised, gazing over your left shoulder. Revolved crescent. Good. Plant your right foot and sink into warrior two. Then catch your left wrist and pull back for sky archer before you windmill your hands down, step it back, and take your vinyasa flow to the back of the room. Tuck your toes, downward dog. So now we start with our left leg again. Lift your left leg nice and high. Knee to opposite elbow, then the other elbow. Kick it back up. Plant your left foot. Right hand stays down, peel open on the left. Beautiful job. Then take that yogi stroll. Walk yourself back to the front of the mat. Right arm behind you. Left arm is raised. Gazing over your right shoulder. Plant your back foot and sink warrior two. Now catch your right wrist and pull back sky archer. Then wiggle down. You know what to do. Step it back. Take your vinyasa. Reset yourself here again for those 3 ujjayi breaths. Good. Inhale, look up. Step, jump, hop. Top of the mat. Lift up halfway. Exhale, come right back to chair. This will be our last round in this flow. So open it up to the right. Come back to center. Open it to the left. Come back to center. Stay low. Straighten your legs. Swan dive down. When you get there, left hand stays down. Peel open on the right. Gaze past your fingertips. Right hand comes down. Open it up to the left. And left hand comes down. Lift up halfway. Plant your hands. Step back. Take your vinyasa flow. Optional downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg nice and high. Knee to opposite elbow, then the other elbow. Kick it back up. Plant your right foot, left hand stays down. Open it up, dragonfly twist. Take that yogi stroll, turn yourself around. Vinyasa flow. Left arm behind you, right arm is raised. Gazing over your left shoulder. Plant your back foot, sink, warrior two. Catch your left wrist, pull back, sky archer. And then windmill your hands down, step it back, and take your vinyasa, chaturanga flow. Tuck your toes, downward dog. What leg do we start with? Left, right? Good, so lift your left leg nice and high, knee to opposite elbow, bend the other elbow, kick it back up, plant your left foot, right hand stays down, open up, dragonfly twist. Beautiful, take that stroll, walk yourself back to the front of your mat. When you get there, come up, right arm behind you, left arm is over your head, gazing over your shoulders. Plant your back foot and sink, warrior two. Catch your wrist, pull it back, sky archer, and then windmill down, step back, take your vinyasa. Tuck your toes, downward dog. Reset yourself here for 3 Ujjayi breaths. Good. Inhale, look up, step, jump, or hop your feet, top of the mat. Lift up halfway, and then exhale, forward fold, all the way down. Inhale, come all the way up to standing this time. Reach your arms high, place your palms together, hands to heart center, Samasthiti. Well done. We have one more flow to work through. So let's begin this final flow in downward facing dog. Go ahead and enter into downward facing dog. Really spread your fingertips out wide on your mat for good grip. So we're going to inhale here and lift your right leg nice and high again. Bend your knee and open up your hip. Good. Flip your dog if you choose. And then straighten your right leg back out and plant your right foot between your hands. This time, come up for crescent lunge. So your left heel is lifted, and you're gazing past your fingertips. Place your palms together and hook your left elbow over your right knee for prayer twist. Good. And then we're going to come up to standing, plant that back foot, pull back for sky archer. You've been here before. And then clasp your hands behind your back as you lean forward for humble warrior. Good. Then turn long side of your mat, Dandasana on the left. So we're just leaning into our left leg. Your right foot is flexed. Drop your right hand on your mat as you turn yourself around to open up for dragonfly twist again. Now drop your right knee and sit all the way back for seated half split. Really getting into your hamstrings in the back. And then root your left foot into your mat as you come up strong for warrior three. So you can have your arms out to the side, back behind you, or out in front of you. This is where we'll flow through some balancing postures. Place your palms together and take a Shiva squat. So dropping your right knee behind your left. And then drop your hands down to take a standing split. So opening up, just kicking that right leg all the way up to the ceiling. And then step back and wash it away with the chaturanga flow. Come up, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. All right, you guys got all that? I'll walk you through it. So raise your left leg this time, nice and high towards the ceiling. Bend your knee, open your hip. Straighten your leg back out. Plant your left foot and then come up for crescent lunge again. This time your right heel is lifted. Palms together, take a prayer twist. So hooking your right elbow over your left knee. Come up to standing, catch your wrist, pull back for sky archer. Clasp your hands behind your back and shift forward for humble warrior. Good, now pivot long side of your mat, Skandasana on the right. Drop your left hand, turn yourself around and open up for dragonfly twist. Beautiful. Drop your left knee and sit all the way back for seated half split. Really feeling that in the backs of your legs. Now grab all your energy, root your right foot into your mat, come up for warrior three, and then flow into a Shiva squat. Flow again, kick that left leg up for standing split, and then step it back, take your vinyasa. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog, reset 3 Ujjayi breaths right here. All right, here we go. We're going to repeat that flow. So lift your right leg nice and high. Bend your knee, open your hip, straighten your leg back out. Plant your right foot, come up to crescent when you get there. Palms together, prayer twist. Come up to standing, pull back, sky archer. Clasp those hands, shift forward, humble warrior. Turn long side of the mat, skandasana. Palms together. Drop your right hand, open it up, dragonfly twist. Drop your right knee, sit all the way back, seated half split. And then root your left foot into your mat, come up strong, take a quick balance here for warrior three. And then flow into your Shiva squat. Flow again, kick your right leg up, and bring your nose to your shin if you can for standing split. And then step back, take your vinyasa flow to the back of your mat. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. This time we're going to lift our left leg nice and high, bend your knee, open up your hip, kick your leg back up, plant your left foot, come up, crescent lunge, palms together, prayer twist. You guys know what to do. Come up to standing, pull back, sky archer. Clasp those hands, humble warrior, and then long side of your mat, skandasana to the right. Drop your left hand, open it up, dragonfly twist. Drop your left knee, sit back, seated half split. Beautiful. Root your right foot into your mat. Come up strong, warrior three, and then flow into Shiva squat. Flow again, standing split. Left leg is up. Step it back, take your vinyasa. Optional downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, downward dog. Reset yourself here for those 3 Ujjayi breaths. All right, we're going to take this again. Lift your right leg up nice and high. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Straighten your leg back out. Plant your right foot, come up, crescent lunge. Palms together, prayer twist. Come up, pull back, sky archer. Clasp your hands, humble warrior. Long side of your mat, skandasana. Drop your right hand, open it up, dragonfly twist. Drop your right knee, sit back, seated half split. Root your left foot into your mat. Come up strong, warrior three. And flow, Shiva squat. Flow again, kick that right leg up. Standing split. Now step it back. And take your vinyasa. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Let's take that left leg nice and high towards the sky. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Straighten your leg back out. Plant your left foot, come up, crescent lunge. Palms together, we flow, prayer twist. Come back up, pull back, sky archer. Clasp your hands, humble warrior. Pivot long side of the mat, skandasana. Left hand comes down, turn yourself around, dragonfly twist. You guys got this. Drop your left knee, sit back, seated half split. And then root your right foot, come up strong, warrior three. Beautiful, flow, Shiva squat. And flow again, kick your left leg up for standing split. And step it back, take your vinyasa. Come on up, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. We're going to flow through this one more time. So reset yourself right here for those 3 Ujjayi breaths. And here we go. Right leg comes up towards the sky. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Straighten back out, plant your right foot. Come on up, crescent side twist. Drop your right knee, sit back, seated half split. Root your left foot, come all the way up, warrior three. And then slow Shiva squat, right knee behind the left. And slow again, kick that right leg up for standing split. Now step it back, take your vinyasa. Tuck your toes, downward dog. Same thing, we repeat on the left. Left leg comes up high, bend your knee, open your hip. Straight back out, plant your left foot, come on up for crescent lunge. Palms together, prayer twist. Come up, pull back, sky archer. Clap your hands, shift forward, humble warrior. Long side of your mat, skandasana. Drop your left hand, open yourself up for dragonfly twist. Good, drop your left knee, sit back, seated half split. And then root your right foot into your mat. Come up strong, warrior three. Flow, Shiva squat. Flow again, kick that left leg up. And step it back, take your vinyasa. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. All right, let's reset here for those 3 giant breaths. Good, inhale and look up. Step, jump, or hop your feet to the top of your mat. Lift up here halfway. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Beautiful job, palms together. Bring your hands to heart center. Samasti Tahi. Excellent. So let's go ahead and open our legs up nice and wide. Spread your feet wide. And we're going to go ahead here and sink into a Buddha squat or goddess pose. So we really want to engage here. We're just going to hold this for a few moments. We can put our arms out to the side. Feel your core, so engage your core. Tuck your tailbone in. Don't let your legs do all the work. And hold this for a moment. This is a great place to play some really awesome, loud, fun music. So I like to usually get into a little dancing here with the music. It kind of helps me get through these. This is the part of the class where we just spent the last 25 minutes flowing, right? We've built up a lot of energy, a lot of heat. We've got the flow going throughout our body. But now this is where we create strength. This is where we build strength. We do that because we're already hot and warm and flowing. And now it's time to stoke the fire within us. Remember to keep your tailbone tucked in, arms out to your side. Let's take a tick-tock. So tick-tock. All the way to your right, come back to center. All the way to your left, back to center. Back to the right, back to center. We're engaging your core. Left and center. Right and center. Left and center. Right and center. Keep going. You're almost done. Center. Right and center. Left and center. And right and center. Beautiful. Straighten your legs. Come all the way down. Take a forward fold. And then catching your hips, hinging at your hips, come all the way back up. And we're going to take this one more time. So sink into your goddess pose or Buddha squat. Engage your core. Tuck your tailbone in. This time I want you to just hold right here. If it helps, place your arms out to your side. This time I want you to lift your right heel. Keep holding. Keep holding. We're saying hello to our legs right now. So just keep holding. Good, beautiful. Can you sink even lower? Remember, this is where energetic music is amazing to help get through these. And go ahead and drop your right heel. Stay low. Lift that left heel. Sink even lower. Keep holding. You guys are doing a beautiful job. Keep holding. Tuck that tailbone in. Don't let your legs do all the work. Pull in your core. Now drop your left heel. And I want you to try and see if you can lift both and sink. And just hold. You can pulse if it helps, depending on what you're listening to, but just keep holding. drop both heels and stay. You almost got this. We're almost done. Beautiful. Straighten out your legs. Take a forward fold all the way down. Beautiful. Begin to walk your hands to the front of your mat. And we're going to come down, seated. We're going to take a moment to just come down to your elbows here and lift up your legs. We're just going to say hello to our core for a moment before we get into some yin postures. So if you want to add to this, just lower down your legs. You can scissor here, but we're going to enter, this is modified boat pose. You can pull your knees in if you need a rest, and then push back out. So just keep holding. We're going to hold here for a moment. We have our forearms to help us. Going to check the timer here, and we're just holding. Excellent posture for some good music to help get you through. So just keep holding. You're doing amazing. Remember, this is where we build strength now that we've got all that heat flowing through us. Beautiful. Pull your knees all the way in, and then roll back up to the top of your mat. We're going to meet in downward facing dog. So come back to downward dog. See if you can press your heels down into your mat. Breathe. Take your Ujjayi breath. Remember, lips sealed and building and maintaining heat and energy just by breathing. And begin to lift your right leg nice and high, again towards the ceiling. Begin to pull your knee in and plant your knee between your hands, sinking your hips onto your mat. Let your left leg stretch out behind you. Take a deep inhale, lift up, and then exhale, surrender into pigeon pose. Really getting into your hips here. We worked a lot on our hips today. We're going to hold this pose. So this is where the beauty of yin postures is that yin allows us to stretch and expand our muscles in ways that we wouldn't had we not done all that flowing and been so warm. So we're going to hold this yin posture for a few moments. Yin postures and pigeon pose specifically helps to remind us that it's okay to sit in uncomfortable situations. And if you find yourself feeling fidgety in this posture or just desperately wanting to get out, if it hurts too much, that's okay. The point of these is finding your edge, right? So any less is not enough. And too much more is too much. So you're the only one who really knows how to find that edge within your body. Beautiful. Go ahead and begin to place both hands down on your mat, spreading your fingertips nice and wide. Begin to tuck that left toe onto your mat to help support and safely pull yourself out of pigeon. Right leg comes back to meet the left. Try to press your heels back down in downward facing dog. And then we're going to take this to the other side. So inhale, lift that left leg nice and high. And then begin to pull your left knee in place between your hands as you sink your hips down onto your mat. Your right leg is stretched long behind you. Take an inhale, reach tall, and then exhale as you forward fold and surrender into pigeon on the other side. Notice how one side feels different than the other. That's absolutely okay. Everyone's anatomy is different. Yoga is not about getting into the perfect posture. It's absolutely not about that. It's it's about what happens when you're exploring these postures in your own body. If you're doing yoga outside, this is always a nice time to reflect on the sounds of nature. Or if you're inside, to just play some nice soft music after flowing so hard. So let's go ahead and begin to place your hands on the top of your mat. Go ahead and tuck that right toe to help lift and support, pulling yourself out of pigeon. Left leg comes back to meet the right. Left foot. Bring and press those heels towards your mat. Downward facing dog. And then inhale as you look up. You can begin to just shift your knees down onto your mat and transition into a seated position. And so from seated, we're going to go ahead and lower yourself down slower than you would like, all the way onto your mat. Open your arms out wide. Begin to pull your right knee into your chest and transition your right foot over your left thigh. Your left foot is planted on your mat. Stay in this shape and just drop over to the left. Your head and neck are facing the right, so you should feel a nice stretch right in here, staying in that figure 4 shape. We're just going to hold here for a few moments and really just allow gravity to do the work. Beautiful. Then begin to just transition yourself back to center, placing both feet down on your mat. Bring your hands down to press onto your mat down by your hips. And we're going to go ahead and press your hips all the way up towards the ceiling for a quick bridge pose. As high as you can. Excellent. And then go ahead and slowly come on back down onto your mat, one vertebrae at a time, slower than you would like. Feel your tailbone melt into your mat. And then let's go ahead and open your arms back out to a T. Pull your left knee in this time, placing your left foot over your right thigh. Staying in this shape, drop over to the right. Feel that in your hips opening up. Allowing gravity to do the work. Your head and neck are facing the left. Beautiful. And then slowly bring yourself back to center. Place both feet down on your mat. bring both hands down by your hips and press up one more time for one more bridge pose. Beautiful. And then go ahead and just lower yourself down again, one vertebrae at a time. And at this time, I invite you to take any additional postures that your body's still craving today. Each day is different, so maybe a happy baby or a half happy baby, full happy baby, or perhaps a shoulder stand. And into plow pose. Whatever it is your body's still craving. We'll always take a minute or so at the end of our Vinyasa flow class to make sure that we honor whatever it is that our body is still craving. And when you're finished, you can go ahead and enter into our final resting posture of Savasana. So there's nothing left to do here, yogis. Just take rest. Begin to center. Reground yourself. And when you're finished, begin to just gently wiggle your fingers and toes, bringing movement back. And begin to make your way over to your favorite side. And eventually, when you're ready, begin to pull yourself back up to a seated position. Let's take one final big deep inhale together. So inhale, place your palms together, bring your hands to heart center as you exhale. May we always think kind thoughts, and may we always speak kind words. And may all beings be at peace. The light in me honors and cherishes the light in each of you. Namaste. My name is Corinne. I hope that you enjoyed this Vinyasa flow class, and come back and do it again tomorrow. Have a wonderful day, everybody.